Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch. Going to be looking on races for Saturday, the 17th of May, 2025. It's a 9-race card. The feature is the Seeking My Dream Trophy. Co-feature is the Awesome Power Trophy. Let's get right into it. The first race for native bred 4-year-olds and up, numbers of 2 and imported 4-year-olds and up maiden. A field of 11. They go 5.5 furlongs. Won this race down to 4. They're going to be the 3 Military Light, the 4 Papidan, the 7 Seaplane, and the 10 Chinita Estrella. Okay, Military Light. Ratamir Ware clearing 4 kilos here for Gary Griffiths. Last start was on the 10th of May, finishing 8th in that race, but was a little too early for his own good. Comes back here to sprinting now, and I'm expecting a much better run from this Military Light. I think he prefers to sprint, and over this 5.5 furlongs, stalking the pace and then coming with a run the stretch, a good run expected this coming with this lightweight. Next up is going to be the 4 Papidan, also coming out of that race on the 10th of May, which was won by Provident. Finished 6th there. Was way too early for his own good in that race as well. Comes back, reverts to a distance. I think he's going to be more comfortable. Last time at 5.5 furlongs was the 26th of January when finishing second to Linstead Market, who is present today. Broke slow. He came back and won after that at 7 furlongs. Last good run at this level was third by 14 lengths to Outer Class Midnight Galaxy at 6.5 furlongs. Was only 2.5 lengths behind Golden Lawyer there. So with Nicardo Carr claiming 4 kilos here for Greg Fennell. They've taken off the blinkers, expecting Papidan to run a good race. The 7 Seaplane, also coming out of that said race last week, finished third there, running on. Comes sprinting now. A lot of people is going to think that 5.5 is a little too short for this Seaplane, but with Dick Cardenas sticking with the ride here for Gordon Lewis, definitely fit. Maybe this is what the doctor ordered for Seaplane, a much faster pace early to run at. So they've put on the visor, so they want him really sharp. So let's see what the Seaplane can do. I'm expecting a good run from him. And the 10, Chinita Estrella, O'Neill Scott here for Stephen Todd. Consistent filly. Knocking at the door, just can't seem to kick it open. Last time out third by 8 lengths to Princess Catalea over the straight 5 course. Before that was fourth by 7.5 lengths to Social Mischief when hooking up with Military Light, who is present today from a more patient ride here. Possibly can get the first run on the other horses, and if she does get that first run and gets away from Military Light, could prove the horse they're going to all have to beat. Outsider to throw in the exotics is going to be the 11. That is the Soul Warrior, also coming out of the same race. Eric Hartley in the saddle here, claiming 4 kilos for Philip Lee. Not much in recent stats, but is capable. I think amongst these, last win was the 26th of October of last year, 7.5 furlongs, beating Seaplane by 2.5 lengths, and I'm giving that one a shot here. So expecting a good run from this Soul Warrior, coming in really light. The visors are on and the figure 8 is off, so I'm expecting a strong run from this, the Soul Warrior, at a good price. Second race, 3 years and up, optional claim of 500,000 to 400,000, and 6 years and up, numbers of 3. A field of 8, they go 7 furlongs, won this down to 4. They're going to be the 1 Big Argument, the 3 Wilson, the 5 Let Him Fly, and the 8 Tigre Express. Okay, Big Argument. Last time out, the 5th of March, was 5th by 14 lengths to Let Him Fly when stepping down to the claiming ranks from overnight allowance. So freshened up for this. Busy at the exercise, very busy at the exercise, and just the basis of the fitness and soundness, coming in with Anthony Allen claiming 3 kilos off of 115 pounds for Michael Marlowe. Definitely going to give this Big Argument a shot in this event. The 3 Wilson, Eric Horton claiming 4 kilos here for Roy Matthews. 5th by 8 3/4 lengths to Brompton Alex on the 27th of April at 700,000 claimer. Brampton Alex came back to win. Before that, Wilson was a winner at 7.5 furlongs by a length and a half from Inspired Miracle. And Storm came back to win. So taking a step back down to 500,000 claimers now, and at a distance that Wilson is comfortable at, claiming 4 kilos, definitely giving Wilson a shot at pulling this off. The 5, Let Him Fly. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Nicholas Spieth. Possibly the speed animal in the event, or one of the speed horses here. Last time out at this level was an easy 6-length winner from Turn On the Light and Lord of Ajlan. Lord of Ajlan has come back to win 2 straight. But before that, at 700,000, the class above, was a 4th by 4 3/4 lengths to Tigray Express, who's present today. But with his natural early speed and taking off the weight, 3 kilos off of his 126, Let Him Fly must be a danger to all and sundry. And the horse they all have to beat is the 8, Tigray Express. Radish Roman here for Peter John Prasad. Interesting entry though. This horse has been claimed since February 4 times. On the 5th of April was claimed for $700,000 by Peter John Prasad. Or claimed from Peter John Prasad, I should say, on the 5th of April after winning by 9 1/4 lengths from Shiboom. That was at 700,000. Next start out, a million claimer, 7 furlongs, finished 4th by 7 lengths to Burning Valor and Sir John, was claimed for $1 million. Claimed back by Peter John Prasad. Now dropped down to 500,000 off of the recent claim back on the 3rd of May. So very interesting. So either I think this horse, something has gone completely wrong with this horse and they just want to get rid of it, or they don't want to waste any time with it, so they want an easy win plus get the claim, which would give them probably 900 plus thousand, so they wouldn't lose too much off of this horse if anyone claims it. Or maybe them calling the bluff, drop him in this low thinking that nobody going to want him, get the win and still keep the horse. So it's a very complex situation, because claiming him for $1 million and dropping 500,000, it seems that you want to get rid of him, but it also could mean that you're trying to scare away people from claiming him. But just the presence of Radish Roman in the side, I'm saying that I think this horse is fit enough. I don't think Roman is going to take a chance going on a horse that is not sound, even though only seen at the exercise track since the last run trotting. But definitely the horse I think they're going to have to beat. But tread carefully, my friends. The 3rd race, 4-year-olds and up maiden, a field of 8. They go 7 furlongs. Boiling this down to 4. They're going to be the 1, Sweet Burn, the 3, Noble Sovereign, the 7, Sensational Gift, and the 8, Successful Man. Okay, Sweet Burn. Paul Francis here for Oral Hayden. Last time out, 5th by 17 lengths to Ruby's Light, going 7 furlongs, prominent early, then faded. That race, Ruby's Light had the lone speed and snuck off. If held up though, I think we're going to get a better run from this Sweet Burn. Busy at the exercise track, so definitely sound. Francis, very capable jockey here, coming in light, blinkers on, tongue tie off, expecting a capital run from this Sweet Burn. The 3, Noble Sovereign, Richie Shakes, claiming 3 kilos here for Donovan Clark, was 2nd by 6 lengths to Another Mission back on the 27th of April. Last time at 7 furlongs was the 15th of March, when finishing 3rd by 11 lengths to Monster Vigorous and Solace. That race was running on. This is a horse not showing recently that he likes to go out on or near the lead. So now stretch back out at 7 furlongs. I think we'll be a little bit more comfortable, won't get burnt out too early, and definitely is a danger to all, especially if he goes on that lead and get loose on that lead. The 7 is Sensational Gift. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Victor Williams. Lightly race sort, not the fastest of horses. I think 7 furlongs is going to suit the running style of this sensational gift and coming back so quick. Claiming 3 kilos. I'm giving sensational gift another shot at running a good race, and based on the fact that it's that very fit and very sound horse at present time. And the 9, Successful Man. This farm that I'm looking at doesn't have a jockey out yet, but it's trained by Errol Burke. Also lightly raced, has 2 seconds back on the 5th of March, 5 furlongs run, was second by 5 3/4 lengths to Hail the Queen. Had Lucky Papa behind there. On the 19th of April, at 7 furlongs, was second by 5.5 lengths to Ruby's Light. Was the 4 to 5 favorite that day. No Ruby's Light around now, but still going to have to be chasing the speed once again. But is fit, so definitely have to carry that one in the mix, and those are the 4 that I like in this event. The 4th race, Nature Bred 5-year-olds and up maiden, a field of 9. They go 5 furlongs straight, and one this race down to 4. They're going to be the 3, Briscoe, the 5, Blinding Light, the 7, Better Than COVID, and the 9, Empress in the Breeze. Okay, Briscoe, Warrior Stewart, claiming 4 kilos here for Andre Adams. Made debut on the 26th of April. Was a tearaway leader at 6 furlongs before coming to an absolute walk in the stretch, beaten by out of class looking the Real Identity. So lost no marks in defeat there, from a more restrained ride now and patience. This well-bred son of Here Comes Ben is definitely the horse I think they're going to have to catch if he displays that speed once again. The 5, Blinding Light, Rottermere Weir, claiming 4 kilos here for Gary Griffiths. 3rd by 13 lengths on the 6th of April over 4 furlongs straight. 2 out of class, the Hot Dancer and his stablemate. Those horses not present this time around and going extra furlong. Off the basis of that performance there, definitely Blinding Light, busy at the exercise track, mostly trotting, but seems sound enough. Should definitely have a shot at fighting this out. The 7, Better Than COVID, Ricardo Carr, claiming 4 kilos here for Ryan Darby. 26th of April was beaten 6 by 90 lengths in the same race with the Real Identity. I'm going to throw that race completely out. I don't think he was just going through the motions there. But before that, over the 5 straight, was second by 3 lengths to Security Code. Had a medal award behind in that event. Does have some pace, but I think if they rate this Better Than COVID, they might end up with a good run from this horse at a decent price. And the 9, Empress in the Breeze. Definitely think this horse should have left this level a long time ago. Paul Francis here for Edward Stanberry. Disappointing run last time, out 4 furlongs straight, 7 by 16 lengths to the Hot Dancer. Blinding Light was in that race in front of Empress in the Breeze. Back on the 23rd of March, was second by a length and 3/4 to Medal Award. To my opinion, possibly the best horse in the race if comes to the wicket in good condition. Still seeing that exercise as a canter coming into this race, and in my opinion, I think definitely the horse they're going all have to beat is this Empress in the Breeze. Perfectly drawn to the extreme outside, has a strong jock like Paul Francis. I think Empress in the Breeze looks the right choice, but at this level, be very careful. The 5th race for 3-year-olds and up, optional claim of 700,000 to 600,000, and 6 years and up, numbers of 4, a field of 13, and they go 5 furlongs straight. Now this is a very, very intriguing contest because 5 straight, a lot of horses here definitely have leg problems. But we're going to boil this down to 4. They're going to be the 4, Jaguar, the 5, Emperor of the Cat, the 6, Irish Wish, and the 9, Bugatti. Okay, the 4, Jaguar. Radish Roman here for Ron Matty Jr. Possibly the fastest or one of the fastest horse in the event. This Jaguar hasn't been really holding the gallop, but last time out ran pretty well. 21st of April over the straight 5 was prominent third all the way up to the final furlong. Then finished fourth by 4.5 lengths to the very fit KP Choice, Rejected Rider, and Generational. That's a very good run in my opinion from this Jaguar in a quick 59 flat. Still trotting at the exercise, so I think sound enough. And I think going to be definitely fighting this out from early. So can't leave Jaguar out. The 5, the back class Emperor of the Cat. Ryan Lewis here for Carl Anderson. Came back to the straight on last, was 75 favorite, but ran up into a very, very fit field. Did manage to make the lead, but faded in the final furlong. The 7 by 8.5 lengths to KP Choice. That said, the race running 59 is still, I would consider, still a very, very useful horse at this level of competition. Now stepping back down to 700,000 like Jaguar. So I think once I give Jaguar a shot here, definitely Emperor of the Cat with the back class definitely has a shot here, being one of the faster horses in the event. D6, Irish Wish. Omar Walker here for Anthony Nunes. Omar Walker was also booked for Emperor of the Cat, and he chose to ride Irish Wish, so definitely put this one in here. The younger horse in this event, taking the first crack at claiming races. Last run was a disappointing 13 by 8.5 lengths to Restoration over the straight 5 course. Before that, over the 4th straight was a winner by 2 lengths over Dream to Reality and Tornado Steel in 47-2. Before that, at 5 furlong straight, was second by a neck to Pope's Lady with Pineapple behind in that event in 59-3. So definitely capable amongst these. Definitely one of the speedier horses in the event as well. Probably not the soundest, but this well-bred Irish Wish possesses a lot of speed, and first crack at these claimers might expect a very good run from this Irish Wish. And the 9, Bugatti, Philip Parchment here for Donovan Plummer. Also a horse that has some pace, but hasn't been running up to par. Was scratched on last intended start, the 23rd of March, for 700,000. But before that, on the 15th of February, for $1 million at 5.5 furlongs, was 6 by 16 lengths after being prominent up to the furlong pole behind Generational. Before that, at 25th of January over the 5 straight, was 5th by 6 3/4 lengths to KP Choice. The last win of this Bugatti was the 30th of November at 750,000 over the 5 straight, winning by half a length from Generational and Brompton Alex. Hasn't been seen at exercise, so more than likely swimming. The tongue tie is off and the figure 8 is off. So, although I don't think this horse has run without this equipment in his career, it's interesting to see what tactics will be used here. And the strong Phil Parchment present tells me that they're giving a good shot at this Bugatti. If I had to throw a long shot for my exotics in this event, it would definitely be the 12, Rosha the Warrior. Clive Lynch here. Welcome back, Clive Lynch. Riding for Raymond Townsend. Last run out was the 19th of April at 700,000. Was 5th by 16 lengths to Sugar Daddy and Alexis Lodge. But before that, at 700,000 over the straight course, was a winner by a length and a half, beating Fearless Attack and Magical Mood, who is present. So capable at this level, definitely likes the 5 furlong straight, and that's my dark horse to watch in the event. The 6th race, the co-feature, the Awesome Power Trophy. 7.5 furlongs for native bred 3-year-old maiden fillies. A field of 12. Going to boil this down to 5 horses. They're going to be the 1, Mineola, the 6, Kusmi, the 8, Money Mission, the 9, altogether, and the 12, Althea. Okay, Mineola, Robert Halladine here for Jason DaCosta. Last time out, was absolutely left way behind the field, going 6 furlongs, and still managed to close up to finish 4th by 8 lengths in that race with Queen Latifah. Better for that run, in my opinion, and getting extra real estate to close, even though poorly drawn at 1. Does have some early pace if needed. So if it could get clear and not get too hampered early in the race, this Minola should run a very, very good race. The 6, Kusmi. Umar Walker here for Anthony Nunes. 2 starts. On debut was 6 by 18 lengths to Khaleesi and cost of living at the 6th of April, that was at 7 furlongs. Came back on the 26th of April at 9 furlongs and 25 yards, finished fourth by 19 lengths to Fearless Mission, who won by 11 lengths. H2O was second, Miss Grove was third. And those horses have come back at sprinting with Miss Grove running second and H2O finishing third. So, Cosme coming against local horses now, not imported. Definitely going to give a look in here, making third start. Definitely much fitter now. So, watch out for this Cosme. The 8, Money Mission, Radish Roman here for Oral Hayden. Blowing up in his races, but flashing early speed. If put in a run more like on the 27th of April where it graded, that race it was 5th to Bangarang. Definitely getting fitter with each run. This Money Mission, very well bred Money Mission, bred for a lot of speed, but if allowed to be more relaxed and not really go too hard early, I think we'll get a much better run from this Money Mission. And Radish Roman has the right one back in the saddle, so I'm looking out for a good run from this Money Mission. The 9, the horse I gambled on last, but I was beaten at 19 to 1 altogether. Second and last by 7 1/4 lengths to Queen Latifah at 6 furlongs. Wellbeing has been exposed now. Damar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Ryan Darby. 7.5 furlongs should be to the liking of this altogether. And if covered up for a run, but not staying too far off the pace, definitely expecting capital run from this all together. And last but not least, Althea. Shane Ellis here for Gordon Lewis. Althea, last time out when they put the hood on, was fourth by 14 lengths to Khaleesi and Cost of Living. Queen Latifah third in that race at 7 furlongs. The hood has now been removed. Last good one I would say would probably be the 8th of March at 6 furlongs, when third by 4 3/4 lengths to Brahma Bull. I am outstanding. That was at 6 furlongs. 7 furlongs, stretching him out. Doesn't seem to really run that well going past 6 furlongs, but being a horse that I know is probably fitter than most, working very well here. Last work coming to this was 51 and 3 with King Pie. Older horse I'm running up higher level. I'm giving this Althea a good shot under Shane Ellis to guide this one to run a very good race. The 7th race for native bred 4 years and up, nuns of 4, and imported 4 years and up, nuns of 3. A field of 10, they go 5 furlongs straight. One this down to 4, they're going to be the 2 Sonogram, the 6 Justin Big Time, the 7 Smart Trick, and the 9 Midnight Flight. Okay, Sonogram, Ray and Lewis here for Robert Pearson. You all know that I'm a fan of Robert Pearson. Very astute trainer. Brings a Sonogram back here looking for 4 consecutive wins. Up in class. Loves the 5 furlong straight. Very fit Ryan Lewis in the saddle. Working well. And definitely once again, even from the 2 draw, Sonogram is definitely a horse to reckon in the outcome of this. The 6 is Justin Big Time. Dane Dawkins here for Gary Sobrati. Last time out at 5.5 furlongs was third by 3 1/4 lengths to Teflon Don and Immeasurable Joy. Immeasurable Joy came back to win when stretched out. So definitely very fit right now, this Justin Big Time. And busy at the exercise track. Good work coming to this, the 11th of May. Galloped 3 furlongs and 36.3. And a capital effort is now expected from this Justin Big Time. The 7, Smart Trick. Dick Cardenas here for Anthony Nunes. Represents another speed factor at the event. This is the first time I think I've seen Smart Trick go over the straight 5 course. I'll have to study back further to see. But definitely speedy. 5 straight tends to work with the speed horses. But Smart Trick is a horse that doesn't handle pressure well. So if he comes under pressure in the last furlong and a half or so, definitely will fold. But if allowed to get away on that lead in the early stages, could prove a very dangerous horse to get back to, and working very well. Had a strong workout with Supremacy recently. 5 furlongs straight in 1:01.4 by the first 4 and 47. So very, very fit right now. Very, very fast horse. So you always have to keep an eye on this Smart Trick, especially if he gets loose on the lead and with the 5 straight specialist Dick Cardenas in the saddle. And the 9 is Midnight Flight. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Byron Davis, coming in extremely light. Coming off a break since February. Definitely one of the classier sorts in the event, but looks like he had a setback. She had a setback. Just returning now. Just only been cantering since her last run in February. But her last run in February was the 5 straight, where she was an easy winner by 3 3/4 lengths, beating a breath of fresh air at an undisclosed location, making all the running. Before that, at 5.5 furlongs, was trying to make all the running when caught by a magnificent force. Was gone up in class. She had Prince Aman behind in that event. And before that, at the 1st of January over the straight course, was second by a length to Prince Aman, having Justin big time behind in that event. So capable over the straight 5, very speedy, definitely has the class of this race. The only thing is that I haven't really seen this horse at exercise, but it's coming in light, so I can't rule the chances of Midnight Flight out coming off the rest. A outsider to watch and be very careful of in this race, to me, is going to be the 8, Smart Asset. Smart Asset, Philip Parchment here for Tensan Chong. Last time out over the straight for 5 years and up numbers of 4, was third by 2 3/4 lengths to Ridgeliner. Has been running against, in my opinion, some very competitive level of horses at the non-way for and older horses. And so, as an outsider to note, definitely will squeeze Smart Asset in the exotic bets. The 8th race, 3 wheels and up, overnight allowance. Non-winners of an overnight allowance race lifetime. A field of 12, they go 5 furlongs straight. Boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Supremacy, the 4, Chem, the 5, Cookie Day and Night, and the 12, Commander Z. Okay, Supremacy. Dick Cardenas here for Anthony Nunes. Dick is on some very live rides, and Anthony Nunes has some very live rides on the program. This Supremacy disappointing on last, excuse me, at 7 furlongs when finishing 6 by 10 lengths to Impressive Force and Chem. Shouldn't have a problem with the 5 straight course. Before the last run on the 22nd of March over 5 furlongs round was a good third to Legacy Isle and Shokomo. Taken to the task at exercise, beat stablemate Smart Trick, who is a speed horse over the straight 5 and last in 1 minute 1 and 1. First 4 and 47, so definitely prime for a good run here over the straight 5 course. Supremacy definitely in here with a glorious shot of pulling this off. The 4, Chem, Philip Parchment here for Paul Swaby. Last time out at 7 furlongs was second by 2 3/4 lengths to Impressive Force coming from off the pace. Last time over the straight course was 6 by 8 3/4 lengths to Grecian Light and Matuso. That was back in August. Looks like prefers a different distance of ground, but horses who tend to like 7 furlongs, if the pace crumbles over this 5 straight, they tend to run on strong. They have now put on the visors on this Chem, getting more focused. Busy at the exercise track, has worked well on the 3rd of May, 5 furlongs straight in on 1 minute and 3/5, first 4 and 47. So that says all systems go for Chem. Definitely want to fear in this event. The 5, Cookie Day and Night, Dane Dawkins here for Gary Sobrati. Last time out at 7 furlongs was 6 by 20 lengths to Fearless Force, Sheer Delight, Mr. Senator. Before that at 7.5 was 6 by 7.5 lengths to Neostar and Mahogany. So the last one, I'm willing to throw that out, that race out. Something probably went wrong. On the 1st of March at this level, non-winner of 1 for overnight allowance, 5 furlongs straight, was second by 2.5 lengths to Champion Bubbler, having Commander Z behind in that race after breaking slow to the gates. Champion Bubbler stepped up to grade 1 with the lightweight and beat grade 1 horses. So after the basis of that performance, definitely giving this Cookie Day and Night a good shot at pulling this off. Busy at the exercise, very dangerous horse. Don't rule out the chances of this Cookie Day and Night. And the horse I think they're going to have to beat is going to be the number 12, Commander Z. Ryan Lewis here for Spencer Chung. Last time out, the 1st of March, was third by 3 lengths in that same race with Champion Bubbler and Cookie Day and Night. No Champion Bubbler around this time around, so Commander Z, who was coming off a 1-month break in that event, very busy at exercise, worked well coming into this 5 furlongs out the straight, 1 minute and 3/5 by 47 and 2. Definitely, I think, is the horse they're going to have to beat, being such a comfortable horse running over the straight. He has never run a bad race over the 5 straight. The 23rd of November was a dead heat winner there with El Rapida having Midnight Flight behind, and on the 1st of June 2024 was second by a length and 3/4 to Chocomo. and having Speedy here behind. So definitely comfortable with straight 5, and I think is the horse they're going all have to beat. My danger horse, or my long shot to put in my exotics, is going to be the 6, California Goal. Apprentice R. Weir, claiming weight here for Patrick Lynch. Last time out was 10 by 17 lengths to Unspun at 6 furlongs. Last run over the straight 5 was the 1st of March, when finishing 4th by 3 3/4 lengths in that same race to champion Bubbler, Cookie Day Night and Commander Z, after coming out of the gates really slow. So loves the straight 5. His previous run before that, the 15th of December, when in a race finished in 58.3, was 4th by 5.5 lengths to Unbelievable Force. So definitely, California Gold is capable over the straight 5, definitely fit. Lynch has now put those blinkers on, so once this horse is really sharp. So this is my outsider to note in this event. The 9th race, the feature event, the Seeking My Dream Trophy. 3 years and up, open allowance, a field of 10 going 7.5 furlongs. I've already given my preview of this event in my previous video, so you can go back and check that out. I'm just going to put the 5 horses that I rounded off to. They are the 1 Commandant, the 4 Desert of Malibu, the 5 Inspired Force, the 7 Atomica, and is that a fact, the 10. Great, so you can go check back that previous video for the analysis of that race. All right, guys, good luck, and as usual, stay safe.